a constructor. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you can see that key when you right click on this, there is a thing called new co-prime, right? And
Yeah,
whenever you click on this, you can see new Armstrong, right? It see the name also, right? See the name
yeah,
properly also.
yeah,
So what is the name here? New Armstrong, and the spelling is also same, right?
yes,
So
yes,
when I'm clicking on this, I'm seeing that new find HCF. The
yeah.
spelling is also same, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is called default constructor, right? So what
Huh.
do you mean by constructor? Very simple if you say in words. So constructor is a function or is a special kind of a function
Mm.
which has the same name as the class, right?
Okay, okay.
Okay, and it is called automatically when the object of the class is created.
Mm-hmm.
Fine,
Mm.
understood the
Yeah,
definition.
yeah.
So when I'm creating this object, the
Mm.
constructor is being called. That constructor function is creating this object, right?
Okay, okay.
You can see there will be a red colored object. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
object is created by that function.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
Fine. So let me write down the definition of constructor.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing about constructor is
Mm.
okay, what constructor does, right?
Okay. Huh.
So next thing is what const constructor does.
Mm.
So the constructor function, the constructor function
Mm.
is called with new
It's called.
operator. Constructor operator is called with new operator. Operator. Fine.
हाँ.
The new operator the
Allocates क्या होता था?
allocates memory. मतलब it needs to allocate memory for the object. Object should be allocated on the memory, right? Before
Okay.
using
हाँ.
before using a variable, you have to allocate memory for it, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
before using the object, you need to allocate memory. So that allocation is done with the help of new, right?
Okay.
So the job of the new word is to allocate memory for the object. New
Mm-hmm.
operator allocates memory for the object.
Okay. Okay.
The constructor function variable present in the object. Present
Okay.
in the object. So now you have got some few confusing terms like instantiate,
Yeah,
instance
yeah.
variable, right? So let me explain you one by one. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So how you are going to you means ki when you are creating instance variable, what instantiating is, right? What
Mm-hmm.
object is doing inside, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Earlier we are experienced of creating this object, no?
yeah,
But we did not know what is the theory behind it.
yeah.
So I'm just teaching you that. So let me create one class called say student. Create a variable, say string name.
Mm-hmm.
Very common thing about student must have a name,
Name,
right?
yeah.
And very common thing student have the roll number also. So I'm writing here roll, and student have mobile number also.
Yeah.
So long mobile, and yeah, that's it. I'm just keeping it like that. Or we can write here standard of the student, right? Say
Huh.
int standard. Okay, so I've just created this. Fine. And
Mm-hmm.
now you can, when I compile this, it will compile. Okay,
It will compile.
yeah, it compiled.
Okay.
Fine. So when you right click on it, you will find that your default constructor is there, new student, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you click on new student, okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you will find that a student object is being created, right?
Yeah.
So when you double click on it, you can see the instance variable, right? So you can see that string name, right? Int
Mm-hmm.
roll number, long mobile, int standard, right?
Yeah.
And it is,
Yeah.
and all the integer variable are initialized with 0, and the name is initialized with null, right?
Yeah.
Understood? So this is what is done by the default constructor. Default
Okay.
constructor put default values in the instance variable. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
fine.
So,
So
so
in
what
Java,
is the instance variable here?
right, all these variables are instance variable.
As in the name, roll number, mobile, and that thing.
Right. All these variables are instance variable, and they
Okay.
are associated with the instance. What is the instance name here? The name of the instance here is student one.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? So you
Mm-hmm.
can name the instance. When you right click on it, you click on new student. They are
Huh.
asking name the instance, name the
Instance.
right. So I have given student 2 here, right? And then I have pressed OK. So now you can
Mm-hmm.
see that student 2 is created, right? And this instance is also containing the similar kind of a variable,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
these two instances are independent instances. These two instances are
Independent instances.
right, correct. So
Oh,
now
so
you
like so for from this we can put like different names and different roll numbers of different students.
right.
Okay.
So it's a very powerful feature. You can create any number of students instance, right?
Yeah.
Say,
Yeah.
say this is. So all the student instances are creating are having same instance variable,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the students are having same instance variable. You can see that. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So let me copy this. So this is the class.
Mm-hmm.
This is the class,
Class.
and all these are instances. All these are
Okay. Instances.
instances of student class, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I shifted a bit, then you can see the names also. Ah,
Name.
name means ki the instance name is visible, right? In the node here, instance names are not visible. Okay, here
Okay.
it is. No, here it is visible, right? One
Okay.
instance name is visible. Yeah, you can see. You can see in the diagram.
Mm-hmm.
This is the instance name. This is the, and there is a colon. Colon is a separator, and after the colon, this is the class name. This is the
Class name. Okay.
class name. Got it? And these three are the student instances of the student, right? So instances are called objects. Instances are called objects.
Object. Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
understood?
Yeah.
So object and instances are the same thing, right? And the
Okay.
variable which is present inside the box, the
Huh.
variable which is present inside the box are
Yeah.
called instance variable, right? So this is a box, right? And this is a box, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this box contain how many variable? One,
Uh,
two,
1, 2, 3.
four variables, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All these variables are called instance variable. All
Okay.
these variables are called
Instance
instance
variable.
variable, right? So so in every instance, right? So instance is
Mm-hmm.
like a box. Instance is like a box,
Box.
right? And inside the box you have variables, right? And these
Yeah.
variables are called instance variable, right? And this
Yeah.
instance is created by which operator?
Java operator.
No, hurry.
That, as in
This instance is created by which operator? new
which
new
is
new
okay.
new
Oh. Acha. Oh.
new operator, right?
Acha.
New
Huh.
operator creates instances or objects or
Or objects.
objects, right? Which objects, right? So what, how this object is created? This object is created like this: student,
Hmm.
right? Say you have created student one equal to
Hmm.
new,
New standard.
right, student, open bracket, close bracket, right? So this
Okay.
option you are able to see. I've shown you this option.
Yeah.
I've shown you this option, right? but this option is not visible to you, right? This option is already written by the BlueJ. This option is already written by the BlueJ,
Blue Jay.
right?
So, sir, what is the difference? Like, if I use scanner or if I use student, like,
Yeah,
what
student
will
is
happen?
what is student? Student is the name of a class. Student is a
Name of the class.
name of a class, right? What do you mean by class? What what do you mean by class?
I don't exactly remember the definition.
Okay.
Class is the wait. I forgot it was in the theory part only.
Yeah.
It is the prototype of the no. It is the blueprint of the program.
No, no, not of the program. It is a blueprint of the object. It
Okay,
is a
oh,
it is
object,
a
object.
blueprint of the object, right? So I have designed the blueprint of the object here, right? When you see this, this is the blueprint of the object. This is the
Blueprint of the object.
blueprint how the object of student looks. So all the objects of student will contain name, roll number, mobile, and standard, right?
Yeah.
So this is the blueprint of the object. So
Mm-hmm.
so what do you mean by class? So class is a blueprint of an object.
Blueprint of the object.
Okay. So let me write down the definition. So what do you mean by class? Answer is
The blueprint of the object.
uh, it is the blueprint of the object. And there is another thing. And and it defines it
Mm-hmm.
defines the characteristics and behavior. The
Characteristics and behavior.
characteristics and characteristics and behavior
Behavior.
of the object, right? The characteristics is represented by instance variable
As in
and
the object.
right, which is present inside the object, right? So
Yeah.
the characteristics is represented by instance variable and behavior is represented by methods. The behavior is represented by methods, right? Understood?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it contains two things, characteristics and behavior, right? So the
Yeah.
characteristics is represented by instance variable, right? And behavior is represented by method. Fine. Got the idea?
Yeah.
So let's go to our class and create. We have created instance variable. That means we have created characteristics, but we have not created the behavior, right?
Yeah.
So this class don't know, this object don't know what to do, right?
Yeah.
So it is like a kid just born, fine, and it don't have a behavior. These objects are just born. They don't have the behavior.
Behavior. Behavior as in whatever information we give in the program, yeah. Like the
Yeah,
name.
right. The
Yeah.
characteristics is represented by instance variable and the behavior is represented by methods. So our student object which I have created in BlueJ, they are like just like a born kid. They don't have any behavior, right?
Huh.
So they need to grow, they need to act, right? So to act, they need behaviors, right? It's very much similar to our real life, right?
Yeah.
They have only characteristics, okay, but they don't have any behavior. So what we have to do, okay, we have to give them some behavior, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me teach you something about constructors also. So so generally there is a default constructor, but the default constructor can be written by the programmer also. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So for example, I'm writing here student, and inside this I'm assigning name equal to null or blank, and then I'm assigning role equal to 0, and I can write a statement like this,
Mm-hmm.
write mobile 0, and I can write std standard is also 0. So this is called default constructor. This type of constructor is
Default constructor, yeah.
Constructor, right? So whatever, if you want, you can give values here, right? Name,
Okay.
say I've written here your name, right? Roll number I have given, uh, say I've given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Mobile number is also like that,
Yeah.
right? And standard, like I have written here 9. Okay, it's like that I have given. So I'm compiling this code and I'm showing you, okay, what is going to be happen, right?
Okay.
So I'm calling this default constructor, and now you can see the
Hmm.
difference. When I clicked on it,
Hmm.
sorry, when I double clicked on it,
Hmm.
right, then you can find that key name is assigned with your
Ah.
name,
Ah.
roll number is assigned with this, mobile number is assigned with this
Yeah.
standard will be assigned with this automatically,
Yeah.
right? Because default constructor is called, right? So again, I'm creating another instance. So I'm clicking OK. Then another instance is created. And in this instance also, you can see that okay, name is containing the same value, roll number is containing the same value, mobile
Hmm.
number is the same value, and the standard is containing the
So we need
same
to
value.
change it, right? In case we need to put any more.
Right, right. So what I have done, okay, I have written here a function, right? So I've written a function here, void get data, a function here,
Hmm.
and then I'm writing here scanner sc equal to new scanner.
So we won't write that student wala thing, like student is
No,
equals
that
to.
is the part of a constructor. Constructor have already done its job, right? Constructor automatically call, right? Gets automatically called.
Hmm.
Fine. While creating the object. After that, you cannot call a constructor. Fine.
Okay.
So after that, you can call a method and put values, right?
Yeah.
So you write this, and then you need to import here. So you import here, import java.util.star. Fine.
Hmm.
So you imported this, okay? So now you can feed the data for object, right? So now you
Yeah.
are writing system dot out dot print. Here you have written slash n.
Hmm.
Here you have written name equal to sc dot next line, right? To take input in string, you have to use next line, right?
Yeah.
In input in name, fine. Okay, I'm not given a semicolon. So again, I'm writing here system dot out dot print. I'm writing here slash n, enter roll number, enter roll number. Here you have written roll equal to sc dot next
Next line.
int.
Oh, int. अच्छा हाँ right right right.
Then mobile number. So
Hmm.
system dot out dot print hash n, enter mobile number, right?
Hmm.
And now I have written mobile mobile is equal to sc dot next long, right?
Yeah.
So I have done the get data, right?
Yeah.
And because sometimes I need to print the information about the object. For that I have written another method called void print, and I call a method called, okay,
Hmm.
I can print the information. I will not call any method. Say name, then we have roll number is roll number.
So, sir, this thing which you have done, that
Mhm.
student and then name is equals to your name, roll number is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, what was that for if we are like putting the.
I just want to show that okay, this constructor is executing.
Okay,
That's it.
okay, acha.
It's of
Oh,
no use.
okay.
It's not a name, your name or roll number is like this.
I thought that
Smile is
why are you
like
doing
this.
a double like
Right? I just want to show that K it is executing, right?
okay,
Because
okay.
kids think that it is happening magically. So it is not happening magically. It is automatically called, and it is the codes are executing inside the student constructor, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the code is also generated by the compiler internally, which you can't see. Fine.
Yeah.
So it's better to show the student ki how what are the things happening at the background, right? So
Yeah.
now I just want to show ki how the methods are binded with each objects, right? Okay. So this is the
Yeah.
most confusing part in class and object. Most of the people run away with this, right? So just understand this because this is very interesting thing,
Okay.
and it leads to it leads to you can understand the graphics programming also, right?
Okay.
Today I uploaded one video regarding graphics programming, how to design
Yeah,
graphics using
you
Java.
added something. Is that the video?
Yeah,
Okay, okay. I saw your notification.
yeah. You just check just see the video, and I have shown how to design graphics
So
in
do
that.
you have like a YouTube account of yours where you post all this?
Yeah. I have a YouTube account also. I
Okay, okay.
I created one channel in YouTube.
What is the name?
Just my name, Satyendra Mishra. It's just
Acha,
my
okay.
name. I'm not given any name. I'm just
Okay.
posting whatever I'm teaching. I'm not doing any editing. Also, you can
Oh, okay,
uh,
okay,
you
yeah.
just enjoy the interaction between a teacher and a student. So, but you will learn something out there. There are
Yeah,
many videos out there. S- Earlier, I don't get time to do this, but now people are taking classes online, uh,
yeah.
so I'm uploading this. People can get help, and I can do my advertisement also. So you click that part also. You can see it, and you will learn, right?
Okay.
Because I will be teaching many languages like C, Java, Python.
Oh, yeah, I saw that C++ wala thing, I think.
Okay, okay. Because I generally mail people also okay about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
you can receive in your mail also. So whatever video regarding Java, uh, you can learn something right from that also,
Yeah.
and you can share those videos with your friends also. They can also have fun with the video.
Yeah.
Okay. Chalo then. Slash and mobile, and then mobile, and I need to print a standard. So I've written slash n standard, and then print the std value. So this is the print data. Fine.
Yeah.
So this is the print data. Fine. And the get data. Okay.
Hmm.
Now let's close this, and let me show you. I'm creating few instances. New student.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Student one. Then I'm creating another instance. New student two. Right. And now I'm creating another instance. Student three. Okay. Now you can see it carefully, Pragya, that
Yeah.
you can see that key in you can see the pop-up, right? When I right clicked on the object, you can see there
Yeah.
are two methods, get
Yeah.
data and print data, right?
Print data. Yeah.
Because I have added the behavior. I have added the behavior, right? So these two
Hmm.
are the behaviors in the object, in the object, right?
Yeah.
So when you call the get data function, it will get the data for that object only, right?
Okay.
It will not get it will not get the data for student 3. It will get the data for only student 1.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. When I right click on student 3, when I right
Yeah.
click on student 3, then it will get the data for student 3,
Student
right?
three.
Right.
Okay.
When I right click on student 2, then it will get the data for student 2, right?
Hmm.
And if I want to print the data, whichever object I am selecting, it will work on that object. So that code is universal for millions of objects you create. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. This is a very good example of code reusability because it is working for every object,
Okay.
right? So it is associated with a, classification of caste, right?
Mm-hmm. So, sir,
Very.
like, what is the difference between that get data and print data? As in, get data
Get
means.
data takes inputs and print data outputs the data stored inside the
Okay,
student,
okay.
right? So let me execute this. Fine. So I'm executing the student one dot get data. What I have said, student one dot get data. What I've said, student
Student
one
one dot get
get
data.
data, right? In this way we call the function. Okay, we write down the code also. Or
Mm-hmm.
right. So I said, yeah, yeah. When I click on this, it will generate the terminal window and it's asking for a name. Say if I entered the name,
Okay.
say, I'm sorry, I don't have to give double quote here. Miraj, fine. Then it is asking for a roll number, right? Say I've entered here 1011. Okay. Then it is asking for the mobile number, the mobile number. And now it is asking for the standard. Say I've
Yeah.
written here 10. Okay. So now you can see that, okay, this object is containing the same information which I have entered, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want to feed all the objects information. So you right click on it, you click on
Mm.
get data.
Mm.
Fine. So it is asking for again enter name, right? So I have entered
Yeah.
enter roll number 1012, enter mobile number, enter standard. So I've entered the standard here. Fine. So now you can see that, okay, the second student is also feeded with
Mm-hmm.
the data, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So now I am going to feed the third student some data. So I'm entering here. It is 1013. Fine. And mobile number is
Mm.
standard is okay.
Yeah.
So you can see that all three students are containing their own data, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
there, see the instance variable. The variables are common. The variables are
Yeah.
common in all of them. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, got the point.
Yeah.
So now if I call the print data of the third student, it will print the information of the third student. See, name Suvir, roll number 1013, mobile
Mm-hmm.
is 89777239, and the standard is 10.
10. Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
So similarly, if you call all the uh, print method from each of the object, you will
Yeah.
find that all the object is printing the information, right?
Okay.
So so information stored in the object is printed over here, right?
Okay.
Right. This is how the objects will get associated with the methods. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. So let me take one screenshot and I will do the drawing also.
So, sir, like, where will I use the constructor? Like, will it be mentioned in the program given?
Yeah, yeah, it will be mentioned in the given program, right?
Okay.
They will give you the specification of the class, and according to that, you have to write down the code. It's going to be very easy program, right?
Okay.
It's not going to be difficult one, right?
Yeah.
So let me write it here. This is the class, right? This is
Mm-hmm.
the this is the class. This is the class student. This is the class student, right?
Students.
And these are the objects. These are the object student, and this is the method associated: get data, print data, right?
Yeah.
So so the methods are like get data and the print data,
Yeah.
print data,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what will happen when you create the first object, na? When you create
Mm-hmm.
the first
First.
instance, right? So when first instance is created is
Yeah.
created. Then then all the member methods, then all the
Member method.
member methods are uploaded on the memory, are uploaded on the memory. So here memory is RAM, right? Is already
Yeah.
uploaded on the memory
Yeah.
when the first instance is created, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. So these two data are uploaded into the memory. So when you are calling this void data with the first instance, void get data with the first instance, then what will happen? Okay, this instance occupy the code of get data, right? And it will
Okay.
execute the code of the get data, right?
Oh.
And when the
Huh.
get data code, right, got over, right, it's when its
Mm-hmm.
job got over, the
Mm.
connection is detached, the connection is
Detached.
detached, right? And
Yeah.
then when you call the get data with this object student 3, then this connection
Yeah.
is again established with the with this object, right?
Okay.
And when the code of get data will get executed, right, will get over, then this
Mm.
connection is also terminated, right?
Okay.
So in this way it can serve millions of objects, right? Millions,
Yeah.
billions of objects,
Yeah.
not a problem,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
it is a very useful feature, right? So
Yeah.
it may be, say for example, I want to print the data of student 3. So what will
Yeah.
happen? So print data method will get associated with the student 3 object, and the information gets printed on the screen.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
when the print data execution got over, the connection will be discarded.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
So this is how class and object basic. This is the fundamentals of class and object, and this is
Okay.
how they works, right?
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
a very powerful feature of Java, right? The
Yeah.
object oriented programming,
Yes.
right? So I'm just going to show you, okay,
Mhm.
how you can call these methods by writing codes also. Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you. It should be opened. Yeah, yeah. So you go to the code pad, and if you
Mm.
write here, say I want to print the student 3 information. So if you write student student 3, this is the instance name. You have to use the instance name, right? Then you have to put dot, and then you write print, print,
Yeah. Mm.
right? Print data is the name of the function, I think. So when you press this and you press the enter key, right?
Mm.
So in your terminal window, you can see that okay, this data is printed here. See, name Suvir, roll number is this, and standard 10 is
Yeah.
printed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh, so I don't have to. Okay. Okay. Understood. Huh.
understood. So
Huh.
how it will be printed? Student 3 dot print data, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can print any of the students data. Say I want to print the first student data, student 1 dot print data. So I have pressed the enter key. Now in the terminal window you can see
Mm.
Viraj's data is printed, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So similarly I can print anyone's data like
Yeah.
this. Say student 2 dot print data. So I am printing the student 2 data. So the
Yeah.
name is Pragya, roll number is 1012, mobile number is this, and standard is 10.
Mm-hmm.
So
Then.
student
Yeah.
2 data is printed in this way,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So here this is the thing which is very much important, which we are going to use, right?
Okay. So what? So what if I write get data?
Yeah, if you write get data, then you can you can receive the information from the keyboard, right?
Okay.
Okay. So just a minute, let me explain you this, and then I will show you how to call get data also. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
I will show
Yeah.
you the effect of get data. So it's not copied. Just a minute. Right. So
Mm-hmm.
let me explain you. Here there are many things. So this is the name of instance. This student 3 is the name of instance or object,
Yeah.
right? And you can see there is a dot out there,
Hmm.
right? Dot.
Yeah.
Fine. Dot is the reference operator. Dot is the
Reference operator.
reference. R-E-F-F-E-R, refer, right?
Hmm. RE. Wait. Reference is double R. REFE double R.
Yeah,
Reference.
and see, reference, right,
Okay,
right.
now
I
I
got it
confused
confused.
myself.
The dot is the reference operator. Dot is a
No,
ref.
reference does not have any. Wait, I'm confused.
It will be a single R.
Yeah, reference. No, the spelling is REFERENCE.
E-N-C, right.
Nothing double.
Nothing double. Correct. So the next thing is this is the method, right? This part is the
Hmm.
method. Method name. So we can say that this is a member method. So we will say member method name, right? Okay.
Huh.
So this is how we can call. So dot is a reference operator, and it is referencing to the object, and it is referencing to the object. Got my point? So
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
calling I'm calling this function by which reference, right? So that memory, that object's instance variable is going to be used by this method.
Okay,
So
okay.
this method, this method will use
You.
use the reference object, the reference
Reference of.
object, not reference here, it's wrong English, it's referred object. Use the referred,
Referred of.
R-E-F-E-R-R-E-D, referred object is use the array referred object.
Ah.
Again the double R thing. Okay, fine. So this method will use the referred object, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this method will use the referred object, which object you are using, right? And
Huh.
it uses the instance variable of that object, and it uses the instance
Instant.
variable of that object only.
Okay.
Instance variables of that object only.
Hmm.
Object only, right?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yeah.
So let me show you more things about
Hmm.
this. So you are telling me, sir, if I call the get data object, get data function again, okay,
Huh.
then what
Huh.
will happen? Okay, when you call the get data function from here, you've
Hmm.
written student to dot get data. Then what will happen? It is asking for a name again,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So say you have given a name here, right? So I've given the name Pratham, right? Enter
Yeah.
roll number 1015 and the mobile number is this. Standard is 10.
Hmm.
Fine. So now if you can see the student to object, you will
Hmm.
find that okay, your name is gone.
Oh, okay, okay.
So you have modified the object.
Oh, so basically from get data I can access the input and all the I've given, and
Right,
I can
right.
change it.
Get data is for taking input, and print data is for printing the data present
Oh,
inside the
oh,
object, right?
oh.
So it's very simple, right?
Yeah.
So I'm closing this one, and then I'm writing another class, right?
Okay.
So I'm writing here, the name of the class is test student,
Hmm.
right? So in this class, what I'm doing? writing here public static void main gs, right? And
Hmm.
then you are writing here, then you are writing here, um, say student,
Yeah.
student, right? Student,
Hmm.
say s1 equal to new student.
Hmm.
Mm, say for example, you have created five objects,
Yeah.
control C, 4 and 5,
Hmm.
right? So you created five objects, right?
Hmm.
And now you can call the methods, fine. So what I'm doing here, okay, before calling the methods, I am clearing the screen here. System.out.print slash f. I'm doing the form feed for the new program. And then I'm calling the method s1 dot. If you write here g, you can see the get data. So
Yeah.
s1 get data, then s2 dot get data,
Hmm.
s3 dot get data,
Hmm.
right, s4 dot
Get date. Hmm.
s5 dot get data. So I've taken the input. Now I can print the output also. So I can write here s1 dot print data, right? S2 dot print data, s3 dot data,
Hmm.
s4 dot print data, s5 dot print data. Okay. So I have written this code and I'm executing it. Okay.
Hmm.
These objects will be created on the memory, right? And it will execute one by one. You can see that it will keep asking you for the names. Fine. So enter the name. They have entered here. Uh, number one, mobile number this, and standard say 10. Now enter name, another name it is asking for. Say so number two, mobile number is this, and standard is three, mobile number is this, standard is four, standard name number is five, mobile number is. See that key, all the informations were printed one by one, right? Pankaj, roll number one, and now mobile number, standard,
Yeah.
Ankit, roll number, right? So it's
Hmm.
quite a nice feature where we can create our own data type, right?
Yeah.
Fine. This is called user defined data type. This is called user defined
Data
data
type.
type, right? So let me take this code uh, in over there, one node. So here we can say that all this is the user defined data type. This is the user defined data type.
Data type.
Okay. This is the user defined data type,
Yeah.
right? And this S1
Hmm.
and S1, this S1 is a variable. It's a
Variable.
variable of user defined type, of
Yeah.
user
Defined.
defined type, right? So a variable of user defined type is called, and it is called object.
Hmm.
It is called object,
Object.
right? So with the help of this we can define. So with the help of class,
Hmm.
right? So with the help of class we can define a complex data type, a
Complex data.
data type, data type. For example, in our case, we have defined, we have defined student class. We have defined student
Class.
class, right? Which is very close to, which is, which is very close
Hmm.
to real life object, real life
Object.
object. No, because every student have this kind of a property, no?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So it is very close to real life object. Fine, understood. The
Yeah.
class, object, and default constructor. So what I have covered today, what I have covered today,
Class, object, user defined methods, then instance variables.
right? So I have covered class as user defined data type,
Hmm.
data type, right? And I have covered constructor.
Hmm.
I have covered only one constructor called default constructor, right? There are three types of constructor. So I have covered only default constructor and how to define default constructor also.
Yeah.
How to define,
Default constructor.
define default constructor, constructor, right? Number four thing I have covered about instance variable, instance variable, okay,
Yeah.
or objects. So I hope the idea behind this is
Yeah.
clear, right?
Yeah. Yeah.